Hello guys, welcome to the Crypto Matrix. I'm Mr. Legend. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the king of the altcoin market, Ethereum. We're getting into Ethereum season. The last 1 month has seen Ethereum rally up by 15%, currently trading around $2,170. We're going to look at Ethereum's valuation against US dollar. We're going to look at Ethereum's valuation against Bitcoin, the king of the market. We'll also look at fear in the cryptocurrency market. Let's not forget Ethereum's market cap, which right now currently sits around $262 billion. Where's Ethereum heading to in the coming days and coming weeks? We'll talk about that and more in this video. But first, guys, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So when it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. Do the necessary research and analysis before making any investment decision. Let's get down to business. Ethereum currently trading around $2,171, has a market cap of $262 billion. Ethereum's all-time high came in on the 24th of August 2025. We saw it trading for as high as $493. Since then, Ethereum has dumped to gobbling town. Since then, we have seen Ethereum get to as low as $1,800. Ethereum has always been outperforming Bitcoin, but the last 3 years has not really seen Ethereum outperform Bitcoin that well. Bitcoin has been the king of the market. But something fundamentally changed, guys. In April of 2025, that was the day Ethereum went back to default programming. That was the day we saw Ethereum start outperforming Bitcoin. Since April of 2025, Ethereum has been on the good side. Ethereum has been making huge moves against Bitcoin from April 2025 to where we topped in 2025. We saw Ethereum rallying aggressively by 247%. Now, we have seen Ethereum also dump gobbling town harder than Bitcoin. That's what you expect. When things are good, Ethereum outperform Bitcoin. When things are bad, it also outperform Bitcoin to the downside. To the downside, Ethereum has gone down 63% since August of 2025. But guys, I believe we're getting ready for that final move that we're going to see Ethereum outperform Bitcoin. That's been my base case scenario. That's what I've been expecting for majority of 2026. So even though right now in the cryptocurrency market, the vibes are not kumbaya, even though right now in the cryptocurrency market, we're not thinking we're going to the moon, even though right now in the cryptocurrency market, there's still a lot of extreme fear in the market. Historically, extreme fear have been a good time to buy. I don't think this time will be different. I believe extreme fear is going to be a good time for whales to accumulate more, getting ready for the next big move to the upside. Ethereum price rally paused at $2,200, where we triggered the breakout. A resurgence in institutional demand and spot ETF inflow return could put Ethereum price in a better position to overcome the next hurdle at 2,200. That's a major price target a lot of traders are watching out for. We have seen Ethereum had numerous rallies over the last few days and the last few weeks, but those rallies have been cut short. The highest we saw Ethereum trade was when we managed to crop our way towards $2,370 in middle of March. Since then, we've done back to gobbling town. But guys, don't be shocked if in one big candle, we see Ethereum rallying past that $2,300. The main praise I see Ethereum having difficulties over the next few weeks and the next few months in our quest to go to higher prices, I think will come in around that $3,400. Last time I saw Ethereum trading around $3,400 was early 2026. Our yearly highs for Ethereum sits around $3,374. For us to rally past that, we have to get to as high as $3,600, which I believe is possible. I'm always thinking of a scenario in the cryptocurrency market where a lot of market participants will have to rush back into the market. I believe a big crash is around the corner in 2026, but I don't think that crash will come when a lot of market participants expect. So my instincts is telling me we're going to see a rally, maybe a relief rally, maybe a rally towards all-time highs. But one thing is sure, we are going to see a lot of market participants running back to the market, saying the bull market is back, we're going to the moon, it's all kumbaya, and then that's the time to watch out for that big crash. But right now, I'm watching out for the relief rally. Ethereum 9% rally on Monday stalled at $2,200 due to steep overhead resistance and weak ETF demand. Still, technical and on-chain setup suggests that upward momentum may increase as long as Ethereum stays above the $2,000 mark. Ethereum bulls must flip the $2,000 level in new support. spot ETF outflow continue, reflecting increasing institutional sell pressure. Right now, smart players are not selling. I believe right now those market participants that are selling are those people that are loaded up at the top here from the 5th of August towards November 2025. All those market participants that were buying, that were accumulating, that were getting ready for Ethereum getting towards $5,000. Right now, they're capitulating most of them. They've seen Ethereum back at least go down by 50% over the last 3 months, over the last 4 months. It's just been a downward price action. For the general coin market, in October, we saw Bitcoin getting to new all-time highs. Ethereum could only rally towards the $4,700 level. And since then, it's been one straight trip to Goblin Town. And even though Ethereum might be going for lower prices, even though we might see Ethereum dump maybe to as low as $800, maybe lower than that at some point in time, 2026 and 2027. I don't believe we'll see a straight line dump to Goblin Town. I believe there will be some stops along the way, there will be some relief rallies along the way, and you never want to say never. The bear market rallies are very, very violent to the upside. They'll catch you off guard, and you just think that everything's dumping to Goblin Town, and out of nowhere, you'll see a big rally to the upside. Take a look at what happened way back in 2022. Yes, we started dumping to Goblin Town, and the dump was not over. We saw Ethereum dumping by more than 48%. But when that final rally came, it caught a lot of market participants off guard. The rally that caught us off guard before the big 70% plunge to Goblin Town saw us rallying by 41% in under 23 days. And I remember that rally as clear as yesterday. Everything looked good, everything looked dandy. It looked like the bull market was back. And then we saw a big decline that took Ethereum down 75%, that took a lot of altcoins down 80+%. And for Ethereum, that ended up being the low. So you never want to be calling the low early during the bear market. Those counter trend rallies can really catch you off guard. And we saw when Ethereum got to $4,000 in 2021, we had a dump here. A lot of market participants were calling for a bear market already, where Ethereum rallied back to new all-time highs before the start of that bear market. So don't be surprised if you see Ethereum making that kind of move over the next few days. A breakout above $2,200 will confirm a bullish breakout from a symmetric pattern with a major target of around $3,000 or a 42% rise from current levels. Ethereum is currently below its 50-week moving average, its 200-week moving average. Ethereum is actually very attractive if you're using the metrics alone. If you're using your indicators alone, Ethereum is actually also attractive, and Bitmain has just been buying. Bitmain total Ethereum holding are now 4.66 million Ethereum, bringing it closer to its goal of acquiring 5% of the total circulating supply. Good for them. Good for them for what they are doing for crypto, for what they are doing for Ethereum. But expect sentiment to gradually shift over the next few days and the next few months. Expect us to get out of extreme fear. Expect to see Ethereum continue outperforming Bitcoin. Now, if you look at Ethereum's valuation against Bitcoin over the years, you will notice Ethereum was dumping to Goblin Town since the end of the bull market in 2021. Since then, Ethereum lost more than 78% of its value. But just as I told you guys earlier in the video, something happened in April of 2025. Since then, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin. Ethereum is still up 72% against Bitcoin since April of 2025. We saw Ethereum even getting up by more than 137% against Bitcoin. The next few weeks is going to be very interesting. I expect to see Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin by a lot. I expect to see Ethereum rallying past where we stopped trading in August of 2025. That's around 0.042 ratio level against Bitcoin. So Ethereum could easily make a 40% to a 50% move against Bitcoin over the next few days and the next few weeks. Hopefully, that will send Ethereum pumping towards $3,000, maybe higher than that. But guys, one thing is sure, anytime Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, it means all coins will be doing good. But again, that means there's tough times ahead of us. The market only has 2 ways to go. We're always pumping to the moon, or we're dumping to Goblin Town. When we're dumping to Goblin Town, market participants are scared. They run towards safety. Safety for us in the cryptocurrency market is Bitcoin. But when we're pumping to the moon, the inverse happens. Market participants are excited. And I believe the next big pump is going to bring a lot of excitement to the cryptocurrency market. It's been a while right now. We have not seen those big pumps to the cryptocurrency market. A 30% pump or 40% pump is going to bring the vibes back. You're going to start hearing people shouting, "Kumbaya, we are going to the moon." For Ethereum market cap, which is around $262 billion, I believe Ethereum's market cap will get to $1 trillion when things get moving. We have seen gold have its own time in the sun. We have seen silver have its own time in the sun. We have seen oil also have its own time in the sun. I believe for Ethereum to have its own time in the sun, we need to rally past the $571 billion. That might send Ethereum to new all-time highs. That's my very, very optimistic take on Ethereum. But my very bearish take, worst case scenario, at least we see Ethereum market cap still brushing the $400 billion level, maybe even chilling at $500 billion before the end of 2026. This is how we started 2025. We started 2025 with a lot of market participants thinking that was a bear market year. We'll dump to Goblin Town. The first 3 months of 2025 was not nice, was not dandy. We saw Ethereum finally finding the bottom in April of 2025 around the $166 billion level. But what happened before the end of the year? We saw a big, big pump to the upside. The market has showed us its hand. We have seen a dump. We started the year on a very bright note. Ethereum, highest price Ethereum has traded in 2026 has been around the $3,300 level, with the market cap getting above $400 billion. But the next few days and the next few weeks, I believe we're getting ready for the full-blown Ethereum season, where Ethereum is going to have a big, big pump to the upside, outperforming Bitcoin, outperforming a lot of altcoins, and shooting aggressively to the upside. So guys, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Are you buying ETH right now? Do you believe we're in Ethereum season? How high do you see Ethereum going over the next few days and the next few weeks? Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. Turn on the post notifications to get notified anytime I drop a new video, anytime I go live. Remember guys, when it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. And investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Invest for the long haul. Don't get too scared. Don't get too greedy. See you guys in my next video.